Hey guys, welcome back to Grab Your Brew, and if you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe. I have learned today that I was not blessed with the gift of vocals because I would drive everybody mad because my life is a walking musical. Even as I was about to say hello, my Adele came through, but I'm not going to torture you guys with that. But anyway, hey, welcome back. So we did have a large amount of requests for me to do a video on each Zizian Cult member. If you haven't seen the original video, go here. Otherwise, we are going to go ahead and start with the first profile, which is... Okay guys, so my regular camera is not working for me today, but I'm determined to get this video recorded regardless of technical difficulties, so we're going to be using my phone. So for my visual people, I'm sorry that you're going to be all up in my face. So we're going to be talking about Alexander Leatham. Oh no, we all know at this point that I am terrible at pronouncing names, and it's just a part of who I am. So I love you guys for who you are and your beautiful imperfections. So please just accept me for me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on track. So, Alexander Leatham. I also want to point out that my throat is terrible. Allergies this year, spring came with a vengeance and is attacking me left and right. But anyway, so Alexander, the 29-year-old male, is being accused of impaling the landlord. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video, I'll give you a brief recap. And basically, they were living rent-free with in the landlord's home during COVID. He wasn't making them pay rent. But of course, when the restrictions lifted, he was like, hey guys, it's time to pay rent. And they didn't like that too much. They didn't like it at all. So eventually, I don't know if they lured them or if he just went over there to visit. We'll say he lured them, lured the landlord, the 80-year-old landlord, by the way, over to the house. And Alexander was the one who actually impaled him with a samurai sword. Yes, a samurai sword. The level of delulu in this cult is ridiculous. But so they're now being accused for that. But this was the beginning of several deadly incidences for their cult-like. They were a cult group in the Bay Area. But to add to the audacity, like, Alexander was shot for their audacity in bulk at AliExpress because it is redonkulous. Redonkulous. They had the balls to go ahead and decline appearing in court, which I did not know that was a thing. I didn't. But they did, however, make the effort to appear on Zoom.
Two of the people with connections to the Bay Area fringe group, the Zizians, were in court today. They did appear via Zoom. That's Alexander Leatham and Suri Dow. Both are charged with murder and attempted murder involving an attack on their landlord in Vallejo, Curtis Lynn. That happened back in 2022. Now, today's hearing was about pushing back a motion to consolidate some of the other charges against these two. The judge did grant that request to push back the court date. The motion to consolidate, that will now be on March 14th. Now, we did hear from Suri Dow's lawyer following today's hearing.
The trial date, we're looking forward to it. When the dust settles, when everything is over and said and done with, all the evidence is in, everybody's going to see that defendant Dow is not overly involved in any of this.
Leatham's attorney and the prosecutor both denied to comment after today's hearing. The trial for Alexander Leatham and Suri Dow is expected to start on April 2nd. Reporting in Vallejo, Sarah McGrew, KCRA 3 News.
Now, they appeared on a Zoom meeting on February 19th. Nevertheless, they used this opportunity to appear in front of judge, attorney, the media, all of that good stuff. And they said, quote, "This is a show trial to coordinate the genocide of transgender people." Leatham chanted for less than a minute before the judge. John B. Ellis, who seemed completely unfazed by them, was just like, boop, mute. You stabbed somebody with a samurai sword, dude. But this is about genocide. Like, you can't make everything about transgender rights. It had nothing to do with whether you have a penis, a vagina, what you identify as. You stabbed somebody with a samurai sword and then went on to commit more crimes with undeniable proof.
The landlord, Curtis Lind, survived that 2022 attack and was supposed to be a key witness in the upcoming trial against Leatham and Dow. However, Lind was killed earlier this year. The suspect in that case is also linked to the Zizians and has a court appearance later this week.
But apparently this is not Alexander's first outburst. In another county, for the past 5 years, they've been written down to be doing nothing but chaos and delays over the past 5 years, including attempts of disqualifying judges assigned to them, to their cases, and frequent disruptions during hearings, according to a review that has nearly 1,000 pages of court documents and transcripts. So you are a drama queen. You are the kind of person that lights a match and then was like, oh no, there's a fire, poor me, somebody help me, it's a hate crime. What? So, of course, Alexander has been advocating for their devotion to veganism and transgender rights, stating that basically the whole of California is a joke, basically. They're saying that the whole of the California judicial system is nothing but a joke and the judges are evil, and woe poor me for not being able to have a vegan meal, and saying that one of the judges was evil and the police officer was an imposter. Seems like a whole bunch of nonsense to me. But they did say that she had been forced to pretend, quote, this is a quote, forced to pretend that I believed in a real justice system. I mean, we all know the justice system is kind of corrupt, right? But there are some legalities and laws that we need to follow to not get caught up in that mess. I don't know. Let's not stab people with the samurai sword. Ugh, people. In another quote, I have not had time to properly prepare this motion, as they are acting on their behalf, guys. They are acting as their own attorney. And Alexander wrote in July 22, motion to dismiss, as I must prepare my defense for the true justice system. So apparently they're saying the whole justice system is fake and they're waiting for the real one and they need time to prepare. So basically, don't bother me. I'm waiting for the real lawyers to come and the real judges to come. Again, these people really need a psych evaluation. I believe they still need to do time. They cannot plea, I'm cray-cray. They need to do some time, get on some meds, and crazy.
In Toronto.
That's it! You cocky cock! You'll pay for your crimes against humanity! Your hair.
Didn't you know? Todd's vegan.
I think the more insulting part of this is these are people who are extremely intelligent. Extremely intelligent. And Alexander specifically is known for their amazing math skills. Even from middle school, they won awards back to back to back for being so educated, so smart. And as this one reporter wrote, they constantly referenced their amazing participation in nerd camps. I don't know if that's the name of it, that's why I did the quotation, but Alexander was quoted saying nerd camp. according to a person who befriended them there, that they were really intelligent and sweet people. Well, person, because we'll just talk about the one right now. I haven't gone into the others quite yet. But it's absolutely crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Now let's move on to 2010 and high school. Now he went to Agora High School, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It was an upscale, basically a upscale suburban Los Angeles school. And then he was also accepted into Ross Mathematics program. My throat is super itchy. I have to keep stopping the video. I'm sorry, guys. But let's fast forward to high school. So in 2010, he was a freshman at Agora High School in an upscale suburban Los Angeles neighborhood. And Alexander was accepted into Ross Mathematics program, which is a very intense 6-week summer program that is hosted at Ohio State University and geared towards students who are passionate about math. And this is a quote by Daniel Shapiro, the program's director. So Alexander, according to Shapiro, went by Alec back then and used male pronouns at the time. But they spent 2 summers there together, and they said while trained in math and eager to learn, he did quite well in math, got along with others, was very quiet but very polite, was a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and had learned some Elvish. I love me some Lord of the Rings. I blame my sister for that one, Jodie. My obsession with Lord of the Rings is your fault. It is all your fault. So according to Alexandra, oh my gosh. According to they, them, their, apple pie, up, down, left, right. According to that Facebook profile that they obtained. You guys need to stop butchering the English language. You're making it hard for me to say sentences. And don't get me wrong, I love people being their authentic self. But my brain hurts trying not to offend. I'm sorry, I really do not mean to offend, but my head hurts trying. It should not be this hard. But anyway, they later, according to their Facebook profile, they did attend University of California, Berkeley. Although the university declined to confirm whether they were ever enrolled there. I mean, personally, as a institute, I would be like, not my crazy. Crazy was not developed over here. But it is what it is. In summer of 2017... Alexander, who had started going by the name of Somni, like insomnia, Somni, kind of like that. Somni attended a month-long fellowship hosted by the Center for Applied Rationalists, a Berkeley nonprofit that trains people to overcome cognitive biases. I go more into detail on that on my original video, so again, go back to that one before you come to this one. But Jack Lesotho, who wrote a blog under the name of Ziz, that's how they got their name, of the Zizian Cult. If you didn't know, I'm just giving you a brief clear. Don't be like, oh, she's telling us stuff we already know. Calm your tits. I'm just getting there, okay? So, under the fellowship of the CFAR in 2018, so, of course, they had to have gone to Berkeley if they're part of a Berkeley program, right?
He was one of the Ziz members that blocked the entrance of the CFAR alumni reunion in a protest. Remember when they all came there wearing anonymous masks and they were arrested?
So basically, long story short, they are trying to say that veganism and their beliefs is going against their religious beliefs and their dietary needs, and that everybody is fake. We are not a real reality. They are waiting for the real court systems to come in and solve this, and they're defending themselves, which is very interesting to see, because it could go one or two ways. It's either like, why would you say that? Or, this person is more intelligent than people are even thinking. And we know that they are very intelligent. So we cannot give them no benefits of the doubt. These are highly intelligent people. And some of the most dangerous people in the world are very highly intelligent and rich. Yep. But anyway, guys, that's one of the people. I will be doing the rest of them. I'm hopefully going to be recording them next week. I've been super busy with my kids, and yeah, thank you so much for putting up with my technical difficulties and I have to use my phone. Thank you for grabbing a brew with me. I hope you have an amazing week.
Subscribe.